In his 1970 bestseller Future Shock, futurist Alvin Toffler predicted that the currency of the 21st century would be information. When we look at the changes in information technology of the ensuing 4 decades, we have to agree. The day of the Internet has more than arrived. Forrester Research estimates that in 2011, 48% of all retail sales will be either online or influenced by the web, and that rate is expected to grow by 2% per year for the next 10 years. So the question becomes, are you fully utilizing this powerful medium to reach out to your current and potential customers? Does your sales force have all the qualified leads that they need to close new business? If you are not taking advantage of this powerful direct communication technology, you may be losing out to your competition. The purpose of this presentation, which is, by the way, a type of webinar, is to give an overview of the uses of and advantages of using webinars in your business. Let's start with what a webinar is. Webinars are scheduled Internet events that require participants to register beforehand so they can attend virtually on their computer and listen either via the computer or on the phone. Attendees may pay a fee, or the webinar can be free. The efficiency of using webinars to make and keep contact with clients should be obvious. Consider these words from Michael Boyette, sales editor of the Rapid Learning Institute. He wrote in an article called The Tyranny of the Numbers, "When cold calling, how much time would you estimate is spent not talking to prospects? Include voicemail messages, numbers no longer in service, conversations with receptionists and assistants, and learning that your prospect no longer works at the company, never worked at the company, retired last year, passed away 5 years ago, and so on." We all know the frustration of telephoning to purchased lists for one-on-one sales calls. Statistically, we know less than 15 to 19% of that time is actually spent having a productive conversation. That means out of 4 hours of calling, only 18 to 24 minutes is actually spent having a productive conversation with prospects who are at least minimally qualified, not necessarily interested, but having budget decision-making authority and potential need for your product or service. Consider this. Webinars are an efficient and effective way to get in front of dozens and dozens of qualified and interested prospects at the same time, and build a follow-up list of people who are interested in your company's product or service. Well-produced webinars can hold your prospects' focused attention to the information you want to share with them, and due to the innate nature of the webinar, your attendee feels that they are an integral part of the presentation, so they normally take the responsibility to give you their undivided attention. There are different types of successful webinars in use today. They range from educational to marketing to positioning webinars that invite your audience to tell you where they stand in relationship to and in consideration of the product or service you provide. Consider the use of webinar technology for focus group research, infomercials as seen on TV, recruitment and training of employees, franchisees, or sales reps. Remember, the underlying purpose behind webinars is to build a qualified marketing list and move your prospect to take action. Advantages include the ability to reach a large audience instead of selling one-on-one, saving money by eliminating travel expenses, and, most important, the ability to control the content of your presentation. Let's face it, we live in an opt-in, opt-out internet marketing world. The webinar is one of the most effective ways to build that large and highly qualified email marketing list so critical to your sales efforts. Webinars engage your prospects and encourage them to take your next step, whether it is to click the Buy Now button or request a phone call. Webinars build relationships. Like all technologies, there are considerations. How do you set up a sign-up page, and how do you do all the follow-up emails? What about marketing? How do you market the webinar, and what is the best time to do it? Then there is the time and the human resources needed to effectively present your case. Wow, it makes my head hurt. This is where the webinar marketing machine comes into your business picture. What if you could eliminate the headaches and we could show you how to easily, effectively, and powerfully implement successful webinar marketing for less than $10 a day? Would you be interested? Every company's needs are unique, and yours are too. Let us do what we do best, so you can do what you do best. Since you're still listening to me, I assume you're interested. To learn more, fill out the Contact Us form on the Contact Us page on our website, or just email or call Doug Wheeler, your webinar marketing consultant. You'll be glad you did. Just email Doug Wheeler at dwheeler@webinarmarketingmachine.com or call 770-552-0906. This has been a presentation of WMM, the Webinar Marketing Machine, the most efficient internet power tool available today. Act now. Sign up for the intro to the Webinar Marketing Machine at a time convenient to you. If you're so excited you can't wait for the next scheduled intro to the Webinar Marketing Machine, just email Doug Wheeler, our webinar evangelist, at the email address shown on your screen, or call him at 770-552-0906. If you reach a telephone secretary, make sure to leave the best time to reach you, as well as your name and number and the name of the business you wish to promote on the Internet. He will get back to you as soon as possible. If you have an after-business hours phone contact and time, you will end up higher in his return call queue. Again, call Doug at 770-552-0906. That's 770-552-0906. Thanks for listening.